Self-care after loss. 31 Days to Self-Discovery and Running Back to You. Read by Elmira M. Loftin. Introduction. Let's talk about self-care. How did I get here? How did I become so focused on self-care? What does living a life focused on self-care mean for me? My journey began so many years ago. I've always been a positive person who pursued my goals. I take action and concern with my dreams instead of just talking about them. It's this type of behavior that had me participating in all kinds of talent shows throughout grade school and college. I even recall one event during my years at Virginia Tech where I sung Always by Atlantic Star at the talent show. Yes, I sung a duet by myself. I dressed as half man, half woman, and sung both parts. It wasn't that big of a deal for me to sing a solo duet because I had set my mind to doing the task. It was super fun to challenge myself. Creating and putting together my costume was also very rewarding. After graduating from Virginia Tech, I began working in corporate America. I got my first taste of what life is in the office was like. I started out working at the front desk in the Hilton Hotel in Richmond, Virginia. I can say that I truly loved that job at first. I couldn't wait to get to work, whether it was for the early morning shift or the night shift. There were so many new things to learn. Plus, I was able to put my people and communication skills to the test. But soon, working that front desk would not be what was best for me. I had to deal with irate customers. I had to think on my feet while still maintaining a smile. Actually, that wasn't so bad because I learned how to resolve issues quickly. Being at the front desk will certainly teach you to handle most situations with a smile on your face. Yet, I soon grew tired of working at the hotel because I was so in tune with myself and my overall life goals. I knew there was something better out there for me. That something came even sooner than I thought. Not long after, I made a huge decision to pick up and move to Nashville by myself. I recall sitting there with my colleague, Ann Kahn, talking about how I dreamed of moving to Nashville one day. She said, "Now is the time, Elmira. You don't have anything tying you here, no children yet, and you are not married. You have to do it. You have to move." Her words stayed with me for weeks until I made the decision to move in April 2011. I just picked a date on the calendar and did it. That was the very huge beginning of my self care journey. I would soon find out that what I was truly made of. I wouldn't be able to eat dinner at my mom's house whenever I wanted or rely on my built in safety net in New Kent, Virginia. Things were really about to change, but I knew I was ready for the challenge and the change. My first taste of having to depend solely on myself came when my cousin decided to not make the drive to Nashville with me. He was supposed to ride with me, but at the last minute, he could not go. From that moment, I learned that the road to self discovery would be lonely at times. However, I also knew it would build confidence and help me see some things about myself that I've never seen before. On my own in a new city gave me a lot of time to reflect. I had time to think and find out what I truly wanted, time to heal from a breakup, and time to love myself even more. I did not mention this, but for years I watched my mom work and work and work. At one time, she worked full time at the bank and then in the evenings at Captain D's. She rarely had breaks, and I know why. She did everything she had to just to take care of me and my five brothers and sisters. The thing is, she did not take much time for herself. I know my mom did some things like go to see Patti LaBelle in concert. I just wish she would have had even more time for fun outings like that. Watching my mom work more than she ever played or find time to relax really showed me the importance of self care. That's one of the reasons I started my own massage business. I had to control my time off and amount of hours I worked. My overall goal was to make more money in less time. Now, who doesn't want to do that? Since moving to Nashville, I've also learned to date myself, tell dating partners what I truly want, eat better, be more reflective, shift between tough mindset, and learn to say no to people who don't deserve me or my time. Years ago, I was not this comfortable with myself. Like I said, I have always been positive, yet I also thought I needed other people to make me happy. I yearned for a boyfriend. I yearned for a better relationship with my parents. By working on myself and becoming that self care boss, I came to realize I am enough. I cannot expect to get from others more than I'm willing to give myself. Now, that's a harsh reality. On this self care journey, you will learn a few things. You will adjust your expectations. You will grow. You will start seeing things differently. You will become a leader. You will even inspire yourself. You will love yourself more today than you did yesterday. What you will read in the pages ahead are my thoughts. Each day presents a new self care tip. Let them encourage you. I left plenty of space where you can jot down your thoughts about each tip. So, printing out this book will be most advantageous for you. These tips are designed to be read one per day and put into practice. Treat it as a devotional. Find a way to make the tip relate to a current or past situation in your life. That way, you can get the full benefit and see tremendous shifts in your life as you progress through this guide. Day one, a cola ain't an orange soda. You know, there are times when you just know that something or someone ain't right for you. Intuition hits and you just know something is off. If you're like me, I can be too kind at times and afraid to say what I don't like. Let me tell you, I've been doing much better at this lately. Now, you're probably wondering, what does soda have to do with this? Everything. You either want cola or you want orange soda. When you have your tongue set on a cola, an orange soda won't do. And when you want an orange soda, a cola won't do. Think about it. You know what you like. There's no changing that. Be strong and bold enough to make the right shifts and have those tough conversations. Let the cola know that they are being an orange soda right now. Are you paying attention to your intuition? How will you move or change the people and things that ain't right? Day two, open your heart. How's your heart? I bet you've been hurt before. Maybe you're not ready to love right now. I've been there. When my boyfriend of 4 years and I broke up, I was so heartbroken. I didn't want to deal with men at all. We had lived together for a majority of the time, and it was just so hard for me to get used to living alone. It was tough. Have you ever felt that way? I really didn't want to open my heart again. I didn't want to allow another man back in my world. But a little time passed and I spent some time on me. Soon I started to heal. Fact is, as soon as I started to heal, I knew that everything would be okay. I made a conscious decision to open my heart again. How can I not allow love to happen again? Be sure to open your heart. Stop leaving it closed. Something special is waiting for you. So open your heart. Day 3, do a digital detox. Do you really need to be available all 24 hours of the day? You probably don't want to hear this. I'm going to tell you anyway. You must take a break from your devices. I'm talking the phone, the computer, the television. Yes, cut them off, completely off. You can do it. Digital detox time is an important part of being a self care boss and running back to you. How can you hear yourself when you're always plugged in? I get these digital overloads. My body tells me when it's time to take a break or to pause. Things get overwhelming. I don't need to be available to others 24 hours a day. Just like you detox your body, you must detox from your digital devices. People don't need instant access to you. You don't have to respond to every message. Do a digital detox. You can start small, but here are a few key things. Feel the sense of calm and peace. Do something relaxing to fill your time. Work your way up to doing the detox for an entire day or week. A digital detox lets you rest and discover the things and people that are truly important to you. Day 4, your feelings are like a room. What the heck is she talking about now? Let me tell you, a few weeks ago, I was feeling like no one cared and no one loved me. I had feelings of abandonment, loneliness, distress. I felt those things even for just a moment. Then I realized my feelings are like a room in my apartment. Every room serves its purpose. I don't have to stay in one room all day, just like I don't have to dwell in one particular feeling all day. Get your feelings in check. If you need help coping, get help. A counselor never hurt anybody. Understand that your feelings are like a room. You can shift from room to room. Lean on your friends too. Be sure you don't stay stuck in any room or feeling for too long. Day 5, love your body. As I was getting dressed this morning, I said, man, Elmira, I love your body. I just love you so much. Now, you might think this lady is in love with herself. Well, yes, I am. I have learned to love every inch of me, every single flaw. I love my low belly roll. I love my bowed legs. Yes, I used to get teased about my legs. Now others want thick legs like mine. I love my afro. I love my wide feet. Can't always find cute shoes, but that's okay. I love that I wear glasses. I love my short, stubby hands. The better to massage you with. Stop and think. What do you love about your body? Get naked and really appreciate yourself. Stop criticizing the way you look. God made you that way. Day 6, after the storm. This one is going to be about friendships. I've had a few friends lose someone special in their life here recently. Someone passes away suddenly. Another friend has a scary roommate situation and a breakup with a boyfriend. I had to be there for my friends after the storm. It ain't always easy. I listen. I pay them a visit. I bring over food. I check on them. I send a funny text. Being there for friends after the storm shows your love for your friend. God gave you the strength to hold them up in the bad times. Continue to be that support after the storm. Day 7, build you up. More and more, I'm realizing I have to build myself up. That was my purpose in moving to Nashville years ago. I had to come here to build me up so that I can be the woman I'm supposed to be, help lead my family, help grow Black businesses, and help liberate Black people. I needed that time to grow. And as another friend said, plant myself. A strong tree needs time to grow. You can build yourself up too. Take the time you need. Allow yourself that freedom to focus on you. Be that self care boss. Day 8, nobody baby. You know, sometimes I get caught up in comparing myself to other people. I want hips like her, money like that, influence like them, to be where they are and to have hair like her. That's like, hold up, Elmira. Anybody like you, baby? Nobody has your style. Nobody has your miles. Nobody can sing like you. Nobody has your gifts. Nobody has your ideas. God made one of you. So appreciate it, embrace it. No, there ain't nobody, anybody like you. Treasure your uniqueness and sing some key sweat while you're doing it. Nobody, baby. What makes you unique? What sets you apart from others? Day 9, wait before you date. You know, so many times it happens. You have a major breakup that turns your world upside down. That was me back in 2008. I had to start over. I had to reframe my life. I knew that I wouldn't be ready to date again until I healed myself. Let me say, it took me years to heal my heart and soul. Taking the time to love you is where the real work happens. You must wait before you date. Only you know how much time it takes. Don't rush into something new just because it feels good. Focus on the things and activities you enjoy. Take as long as you need because you don't want to make the same mistakes in a new relationship. How has waiting helped you in general? How has waiting helped you in dating? Day 10, ain't no excuses. Funny thing about me, I used to make all the excuses in the world why I couldn't go on vacation or why I could not help myself get a regular massage appointment. I would always say, I don't have enough money or I don't have enough time or whatever other excuse I came up with at the time. Y'all know I'm honest with you. Now looking back, I know that those were all excuses for me not to do the thing that I needed to do for myself. I decided to put away the excuses and find out a way to make things happen. I went on a solo vacation to Detroit last year and ended up spending under $300 for the entire trip. Yes, under $300. I stayed at an Airbnb and I drove my car up there, which was so relaxing. So, put away your excuses about why you can't do self care. Get up off your butt and start treating yourself right. What excuses have you allowed to take over your life? What excuses are you willing to overcome today? Day 11. It's the club every day. If you know me, you know I don't need a special reason to party. I wake up some mornings and dance around my house just because. I will get a song in my head, and you can't tell me that I'm not Janet Jackson or Tina Turner on the stage. This is your life. Make it a club every day. You can't wait for age 30, the weekend, age 40, age 60, or whatever to have fun. Hey there, self care boss. You need to party right now. Every day of your life is a club. What song are you dancing to? Day 12. Be a slug sometimes. You can't go, 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 go every day. I know you have tons of ideas and you feel like you run out of time some days, but some days you should all also remember to rest. Believe me, it's okay to be a slug sometimes. I make sure I have at least one slug day a week. I stay in my lounge clothes. I binge on television. My car doesn't even leave the driveway. I may take two naps if I feel the need. This was yesterday. I'm being a slug. I'm giving my body and mind time to rest and recharge. You can't be open to new ideas and challenges if you are always on the go. After my slug days, I always feel so refreshed. That's what happened to me today. I was a slug. When is your slug day? Day 13, focus on now. So many times we get lost in worrying about tomorrow. Will I have enough to pay my rent? How much is gas going to be next week? What if the bill collectors start calling about my student loans? What if I don't have enough time to spend with my friends? We can get so caught up in the concerns of tomorrow that we lose focus on now. I have to catch myself sometimes. I get worried about money, people, food, the future, and my business, all of it. Truth is, now is the only thing I really have. I may not have enough money to make my bills or run out of food. I might run out of food. I might break a heel on my shoe. Who the heck knows? I have to just focus on now and make sure I'm eating enough and energized for today. I have water to stay hydrated. I have shelter and I can keep warm. Sometimes it's just that simple. What does your now feel like? Day 14, don't take it personal. I have to remind myself of this one almost every day. People's actions are just that. It's how they are. It doesn't reflect or say anything about you. It's not something you should take personally. I used to think that whenever someone didn't give the same love or attention to me that I extend to them, that it meant they didn't care at all. Truth is, some people don't have the capacity to give and love like I do. I had to grow into that realization. You can't take every word and action that someone says or does as a personal attack on you. Accept your friends for their strengths, flaws, forgetfulness, funny ways, and even how they annoy you. In life, if you take everything personally, you're really going to wear yourself out. What small things do your friends or family do that you have to let go or plan to let go? What are you deciding to not take personally today? Day 15, check on them. In the craziness of life, sometimes we neglect to check on our friends and family. Life gets in the way, and weeks or months go by, and you haven't spent any quality time together. Check on them. Don't always be the one waiting for someone else to initiate or check on you. You can take the lead and open the lines of communication. Your friend could be dying, crying, in need of a hug, feeling deserted, and you wouldn't even know. It takes work to maintain contact with your family and friends. Make a strong effort to check on someone today. You will be surprised. Show love and check on them. Who are you going to check on today? Day 16, remember those times. I know for me, sometimes I have to take a step back and remember the times of fun things. That means jumping back to things I did in the past, things I did as a child, revisiting those things and knowing the joy I felt. For me, that was singing for hours in my room, drawing houses, playing outdoors. I need to jump back. We have to jump back. You need to jump back. When life gets a little boring, a little stale, revisit those things that always bring you joy and just remember those times. What is your favorite time to remember? Day 17, jump back. This may be hard, challenging, or something you've been meaning to do already. If you're like me, you get wrapped in the worries of being an adult, spending time with friends, paying the mortgage, paying other bills, taking care of the kids, figuring out retirement, insurance for this, insurance for that. Not to mention, if you're running your business, you can get lost in that too. Sometimes, in all the madness, you have to jump back. You just have to jump back. What I mean is, go back to your childhood, revisit what you used to do as a child that made you happy. For me, one thing was drawing. I used to sit in class and draw and design homes. That's why earlier this year, I bought a sketchbook so that I could keep drawing. Drawing clears my mind and helps me to be more creative. I had to jump back to maintain some of my sanity. This is all part of being a self care boss. How are you jumping back? Day 18, just be. This message has been ringing strong in me over the past few days. Just be. It even turned up in my guided meditation with a client yesterday. It was something she needed to hear as well. Many of us get so caught up in doing what we are supposed to do, checking off our to-do list, exhausting energy going all over the place, conquering the next goal, making sure our children are in activities, pursuing money instead of passion. The list goes on. Don't get caught up in doing, get caught up in being. Fall in love with being. When you make the decision to just be, you are more of yourself instead of what the world wants you to be. You can hear the voice of God, not just the distractions. How and have you made the decision to just be? Day 19, strip down. How often are you really naked? And no, I'm not talking about to take a shower or to make love. I'm talking about taking the time to strip down and admire your body, the unique creation that God made. To say how much you love your legs, how much you like your abs, seeing the beauty in your neck, admire your chest, fall in love with your flaws, fall in love with every mole on your face. I challenge you to strip down and find 10 things about your body you really like. Can you do it? Isn't stripping down freeing? Allow yourself to be free. What are the 10 things you discovered about yourself by stripping down? Day 20, control only you. You know what trips me up from time to time? I think I can change someone else's outlook. I think I can make someone create a new life for themselves. Truth is, they will only make a change when they are ready. All my teaching, showing, begging, and motivating can only take them so far. I can't and I won't stress myself out attempting to change their outlook on life. You can make yourself stressed, sick, and depressed trying to help them. It's sad, but you can only control you. Don't try to control others. Remember to control only you. Is there someone you should stop trying to change? Can you do it? Day 21. There's a huge hole in your bucket. When I look at my budget, I see a big hole. You know what's missing? Me. Why am I not included in my budget? I thought about it. I don't have a problem spending $100 or more every month paying Verizon, car insurance, business insurance, rent, student loan companies. But when it comes to me, I contemplate long and hard about whether I should pay for a getaway next weekend for my birthday. Can't believe I took the time to even question that. Why is that even a question? We can make every effort to spend $100 on everything else, but when it comes to ourselves, we make excuses. You know what? No more holes in my budget. I'm taking my trip next weekend. What can you do to eliminate that hole? Have you been holding back on spending on yourself? How do you plan to include yourself in your budget? Day 22, leave the house. In this day and age of social media, cell phones, your comfortable bed, Netflix and chill, Snapchat, and all that, you don't have much reason to leave your house, even when you should. You don't want or need to step out. Being social seems like a chore, especially because you work all the time, take care of your kids, plus you suffered a recent loss. You just don't feel like hanging out. You kind of don't want to be seen. You don't want to have any real conversation. Life can totally be tough. I've had moments like that myself. You must break out of the rut. I'm saying leave the house. Leaving the house includes all of this. It leaves your depression behind, opens you up to greater experiences, allows you to see what the city has to offer, heals your heart and spirit, challenges your friendships in an exciting way. Have you been in a rut? What are your plans to leave the house? Day 23, foster your friendships. I find that friendships can be harder these days than in years past. For me, I have a friend in Hawaii, one in New Jersey, and another in Philadelphia. We don't see each other often, but we make a point to stay in touch on a daily or weekly basis. We know what's going on in each other's lives. We don't make the excuse that things are too busy or that I already saw that on social media. The truth is, only my real friends know my real business. You know, the stuff that isn't on social media. Foster your friendships. Plan a house party. Send a morning voicemail. Write them a letter. Throw a dance party. Have a pizza and movie night. It doesn't take much. Have some real face time. How are you fostering your friendships this week? Day 24. Look at how far you've come. Gosh, some of this stuff is crazy when you look back at it. Always make sure to look at the accomplishments you've made in your business and life. Sometimes it's hard, especially when you're working solo and not many people are pushing you. You have to reflect. You have to reward yourself. Know that you have made great strides. Don't discount your greatness. Look at how far you've come personally and in your business. Write down two statements that celebrate how far you have come. Day 25, revisit your writings. If you keep a journal like me, you probably have so many memories written down. I can't even tell you how many journals I have. I just know I have many. I've actually been writing my thoughts down since high school. It's been so therapeutic for me. I sometimes revisit my writings to see what I was thinking or feeling at that time. It's a good way for me to actually see my progress and to figure out what I really saw in that guy. Some of these men, y'all just don't know. Or what the hell did I have on my mind at that time? Make sure you revisit your writings from time to time. Look through your old diary, thumb through your old journal, read them. If anything, you'll get a good laugh and see your progress. Did you ever keep a journal or write down memories? How often do you revisit your writings? Day 26, admire your art. This was inspired by my friend Faith Smash. You know, as an entrepreneur, you go, 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 go. You keep moving on to the next goal, never stopping, always reaching for the next level and working to climb higher. You know how you do. Sometimes it's hard to sit back and admire your art. You forget to pat yourself on the back. You don't look at your accomplishments. You say silly stuff like, oh, it was no big deal. You neglect to see your progress from month to month or year to year. I want you to admire your art. Stand back and look at your life from the eyes of someone else. Stand back and admire your accomplishments. Take a step back and see how your business grew from 2 years ago. Isn't your art beautiful? Doesn't it make you proud? Are you smiling? What do you see when you admire your art? Day 27. This is not a dead end. You know, when you travel down those streets that say dead end or no exit here, it's crazy, ain't it? There's no way out except the way you came in. Let me tell you something. Your life is not a dead end. This is not a dead end. I learned this lesson years ago. I did not want to become the hurt, the pain, or the limitations that were placed on me growing up poor or because of what other people said I could or could not do. Just because they said I was good working at the Doubletree Hotel and WTVR Channel 6, I knew that wasn't it for me. There's a greater purpose for my life than slaving away for someone else. I decided to make my own way. If one road was blocked, I took another. You have options. Never stop believing that. This is not a dead end unless you're making the decision to die today. No matter what path you have taken this far in your life, you can always take another. Life is not a dead end. This is not a dead end. Have you ever escaped a dead end? Day 28, pour soda in your own cup. More and more, I'm realizing I have to be the one to fill my own cup. When things come up, some folks just won't or cannot help. I realized my dad wasn't going to help me or even respond to my messages. I keep reaching out though. My mom can't resolve my pain. Getting a new car won't help me feel empowered, maybe for a moment, but not for long. My siblings may not have time to hang with me when I come home to visit. Instead of looking everywhere else, I realized I needed to look at me and pour soda in my own cup. I'm responsible for filling my own cup of soda. I'm learning that more and more each day. How are you pouring soda in your own cup? Day 29, say it loud. Some of you told me that last year wasn't a very good year. You made some mistakes, you lost some people, you let people take advantage of you. You just failed to step out on faith. You dealt with some negative energy. I've been seeing and hearing you. Be sure to say it loud. I won't take that mess into another day. I won't take that mess into another day. You have to be a self-care boss. You are in control of your thoughts. Tomorrow ain't going to be like yesterday. You don't have to put your emotional wellness on the back burner. You have the freedom to choose what your next days will be. Stop being the walking mat for other people. Say it loud. I'm a self-care boss and I'm proud. Are you saying it loud? Day 30. You know what you need. Each day ain't easy. You're eating fried chicken, going to parties, drinking alcohol, and just eating whatever the hell you want. You know how it goes. Then before you know it, you haven't worked out in a week. You've been sitting on your butt watching television and eating ice cream. That's what happened to me. I let the food take over. I allowed the fake busy roster to get in the way. I made all kinds of excuses. Truth is, I knew what I needed. My body spoke to me. I saw the inches creeping up on my waist. I felt decreasing flexibility and energy. You know what you need. I urge you to listen to your body. It speaks to you and it speaks through you. Guess what I did today? I knew I needed to sweat, and so I did. What do you need today? Day 31, make a vacay. This was inspired by my cousin, Larry Hall. He was just saying he needs a vacation. You know, I hear this all the time. The truth is, you must make a vacay. A vacation isn't a fancy getaway, extensive time off from work, basking in the sun, or leaving your children behind. You must make your vacay today. Any free time you have off can be a vacation. Treat yourself to a movie. Go bowling or pick a fun location like Sky Zone. Yes, wherever you can have fun. Dance around your house. Create a meal inspired from another country or culture. What about Thai for dinner? Rent a room and pretend you're a tourist in your own city. Turn your living room into a spa and massage your boo. Vacation and relaxation begins in your mind and deciding how to spend your time. Stop saying you can't take a vacation. Sometimes you just need to make a vacay. What are your plans to make a vacay? Conclusion. Thank you for taking the time to discover yourself even more. This self-care journey and returning back to you after loss is not something that ends today. You must make a lifelong commitment to loving yourself, especially as you transition into new stages. I invite you to tell me about your progress and discoveries. You can contact me directly at selfcarebossnews@gmail.com. Remember not to allow anyone to dampen your unique light. May you continue to fly and be more of the self-care boss just as God intended.